Minnesota's opening lineup. They've got T, a dude out there with Burke, and there's Maverick, and it's the eraser in at the 5. And for the Celtics, they've got Dawkins, little general out there with Smooth. Then there's Towns, and it's Kane in at the 4 spot. You know, Bill, a bevy of talent for the Celtics last season. How close were they to meeting your expectations?
They were about as close as I am living in L.A. to Boston. They were 3,000 miles away. It was an emotionally scarring season. I hated it. I didn't enjoy it, and it was a huge disappointment. Other than that, it was fun.
Yeah, but it was painful almost, wasn't it?
When you have a team that you have all these assets, and you can't figure out how those assets can come together as an actual basketball team, you know, that brings the point yet again. This is why we have basketball. It's not just about the players. It's about how they mesh together. That team did not mesh.
Just 2 to shoot. Sinks the triple.
That's a nice play. Getting the separation he needs for a clean look.
Yeah, he may just have to put a little more arc under that. But either way, it's a tough shot.
Here's Babbitt. Now the pass to Burke. Jacks up a 3. Bangs home the trifecta. Burke's got 5 now.
And an eye for an eye. Both teams working to stretch the floor.
Well, these days, so much emphasis on the perimeter game. But you can see why after that sequence.
And that's exactly what he's looking for, draining the triple.
Left side, Walker. 14 feet away. And again, it's Minnesota.
And hitting the mid-range jumper here early gives the defense just another thing to think about.
Well, that's something that they scouted him coming into tonight. They know he can make this shot. That's a poor effort defensively.
Burke grabs the miss for Minnesota. They've gotten their first 3 shots to go in for him to start off this game. Pass to Babbitt. Rebounded by the Celtics. Here's Smooth. That shot off. Now the feed to Burke. Here in the first, just under 2.5 minutes played so far. Here's the eraser. Nice jump shot from the top of the key.
A really smart opening quarter for them at the offensive end. Moving, finding good shots. They're 4 for 5 from the field.
Bill, you look at the awards given out by the league. Most have been around for a while. But is there any award that you'd like to add? Something that's not being touched on in terms of high performance and success?
I think that there should be a playoff MVP. I made this case in my book.
That's a great idea.
There's always like a best guy in every postseason, and I would like to see who that would be. And it's pretty easy to go backwards and figure out who it was. I did that. Just go backwards and have all the backstory of who it should have been, but then going forward, now here are the ones we're adding. I would like to see that. I would also like to see a best bench celebration award, because certain teams just have these guys that are good at pointing. They're good at fist pumping. First guy during the timeout running over.
Chest bumps.
They have handshakes.
All of it, yeah.
They're waiting at the scorer's table before the game to do the special handshake with each guy. I feel like that guy deserves some shine. Last year, DeAndre Jordan, I think, was one of the first guys I remember who was just great at this before he started playing. Late 2000s Clips. I was like, man, this guy's really, he's not playing, but he's really
into
figuring
it.
out how to affect the game.
Good. And it's Burke with the ball for the Minnesota Timberwolves. Trailing by 2. Pass to Babbitt. Knocked loose. Shoots. And there's another one for the Timberwolves. Here's Kane. Passes it to Dawkins. Here's Smooth. And Dawkins slams it in.
Chemistry at its best. An unreal alley-oop.
Yeah, you're right. The pass, the catch, the dunk. All of it perfect. Here's Babbitt. He's gotten some minutes, but nothing on the board yet. from 12 feet out. Keeps it alive. It's good on the putback. And it's 6 points for the Monster.
I love his work ethic, not to mention his hands. You need both to convert those tip-ins.
Here's Towns, and the Celtics hit again from deep.
Yeah, that's too good a look to give them from behind the arc.
Timeout called, first of the game for Minnesota. Bill, you're a basketball historian. We know that. Do fans romanticize too much about the past?
I would say the other way. I think they don't appreciate it enough, especially like the millennials and Gen Z. You know you're out there, you're playing this game right now. They tend to think the league started when Kobe showed up and that the 90s and the 80s didn't happen. I sense a real resentment from the younger fans with the LeBron versus MJ thing because LeBron's their guy. They get to watch LeBron. They don't want to hear that MJ was better than him, so they make the case for LeBron and the way things are now.
Well, what about like the Oscar Robertson, the Elgin Baylors? And we talked about, my goodness, you talk about some of these players. Unbelievable.
Yeah,
fantastic
60s,
numbers.
70s, 80s.
Oh.
I think part of what hurts is people can go on YouTube, and when you watch some of the older stuff, nobody's playing defense.
Here's Babbitt. Oh, yes, the turnaround.
And you see the ability to rise and fire from mid-range, even against that length.
Yeah, the defender just couldn't quite close the gap all the way and got burned for it.
Now here's Towns. Here's Rowe. Walker with the rebound. Here's Burke. No good on that one. Now the Celtics take it the other way. Now here's Towns. And that's a foul called on the Beast. That is his first foul of the game. Some changes for Boston. Big Daddy's checked in for Dawkins. Shorty comes in for Shorty. And Lights Out subbed in for Towns. And a change for the Timberwolves. Armstrong's checked in. 6 to shoot. Rejected by Walker. Kicks it to Armstrong. The pass to the eraser. Baseline jumper. It doesn't go for him. For the Celtics, they come into this one following a loss to Milwaukee.
Oh, and the lead gets bigger on a ridiculous offensive sequence.
That dunk alone would have been spectacular. Never mind it coming at the end of an alley-oop. Bill, it's no secret that your heart lies in Boston. Just what was it like growing up in and around that area?
Well, it's definitely the reason I like sports as much as I do.
Oh, that was something else.
Wow, and that sort of showmanship is just deflating right now to a team trying to get back into a game like this.
Ouch, Greg, that is definitely an emphasis jam. A big apostrophe or exclamation point, maybe even a question mark. It's good. The assist that time from Burke. That's now 8 points for the eraser.
Punch, counter punch. Impressive offensive production early on.
Yeah, and this is what you love to see. Both teams going at it, working to get to their spots and cashing in.
And, yep, that's going to be a flagrant foul. Unnecessary contact.
Boy, a very hard foul that time, and the officials had to slap him with the flagrant. I mean, you can't let him get away with that kind of contact.
Yeah, gee, that's an easy call for the officials to make when there's that much contact. The league is really cracking down on those sort of plays. And the Timberwolves making a change here. Thorpe, he checked in for the eraser. Allen comes in for Walker. Miller's checked in for Burke. And the great subbed in for T. Pass to Santiago. And it's sent back by Allen. And so it looks like the Celtics will retain possession here. Here's Shorty, and the three ball is good.
Defensively, they've been a step slow here to start.
Timberwolves trail by 11. And here's Armstrong, still getting warmed up offensively. No scoring yet from him. A shot missing. So the Celtics will take it the other way. Wynn fouled on the shot and picks up 2 points. So one free throw coming up.
They're finding lanes to the hoop now with consistency. 5 buckets in a row from the paint.
First trip to the free throw line for him tonight. Homer. Nice D from Rose. Boston leading by 13. Shoots. And good. Got the English that time as it falls.
Excellent all-around performance so far, hence the big lead.
Yeah, Greg, they've come out of the gate strong at both ends of the floor. Just in total control so far.
Bill defenders are doing a better job of challenging the shooter from the side so they don't foul and don't step into that landing space when he comes down from shooting.
Yeah, I don't like the word landing space and all that stuff. Like,
well, what would you call
load management? We have all these phrases now. It's like, how did these phrases come in my life?
Load management is interesting.
Load management's the worst. Where did that start?
I don't know.
Can we just play basketball?
Just like work, yeah. Just rest.
What's the thing they call when the guy travels, but they say it's not? It's like he's gathering the ball. That's another one.
Gathering the
Never
ball.
said gathering the ball in my life until 2 years ago. Enough with the weird phrases.
Yeah. Homer. That one's off. Still out of sync. Well, the Celtic shooting has been tremendous early. Their offense looking primed and ready for this match. And foul on the shot. He'll shoot 2 at the free throw line.
Really the right play defensively. If you can't block, force them to the line.
Good on both. Armstrong with it. No points in the game yet for him. And the foul on Rose. That's his first foul. Guys, they're looking for a way to score here.
Yeah, they've had a tough time taking the lid off.
Clock at 6. Out to Miller. Fires the 3. It's good from long range.
Maybe he's not a priority for the D, but come on, man. You gotta have somebody keeping track of him.
Rose passes to Santiago. Here's Shorty. Pass to E. And right away, they match it with a three-pointer of their own. E's got his second bucket of the night. Timberwolves trail by 17. Here's the great. Passes it to Armstrong. The shot goes in. First of the night. He's 1 for 3 to start the game.
And giving up some inches inside, but makes up for it with an aggressive style.
Yeah, it's the attack mindset. I mean, that helped him prevail right there. Sometimes you just got to go with your gut.
Takes the alley-oop pass and dunks it down.
I like their focus coming in. Terrific execution so far.
Going for the juggler right off the bat. I mean, jumping out to an impressive early lead.
From outside the arc, and again, Minnesota with the triple.
Don't forget about this fella for a second. He is the definition of dangerous.
Santiago the pass to Rose. And there's the pass to Shorty. The Celtics working the ball around now. Puts up a 3. The shot by E, no good.
Well, you have to like their work on the boards, Kevin, particularly here to start the game.
2-second difference between shot clock and game clock. Here's the great. He's been quiet so far. Still no points in the game. Launches a 3. The offensive rebound. The first quarter concludes in a double-digit lead on the scoreboard. Celtics lead by 4. And glad to have you with us, folks. Second quarter of basketball. This game has not exactly been neck and neck, but plenty of time left in this one. And guys, we've seen the Celtics really take control here.
Well, they use the fast break to generate some easy buckets before the defense could get set.
Setting the pace early, GA. I like this aggressive mind state. I love this approach so far.
They've got Big Daddy. Rose is out there with lights out. Then it's Shorty, and it's Wynn in its center. That's the 5 to begin the second quarter for the Celtics. And Bill, when you yourself get out on the court, is there a play you try to channel or emulate, try to visualize in your mind?
You mean when I'm playing pickup?
Yes, yes.
Oh, well, now, at this point in my life, it's Davos Bertans. Is that how you say his name?
Yeah. Davis Bertans.
Davis Bertans?
Yes. What a great stroke. I mean,
I emulate all stretch fours who don't guard anybody.
Yeah.
That's who I am at this point in my life. I run from three-point line to three-point line.
you stay in the perimeter.
Yeah.
Don't tangle up inside.
My free throw attempts are 0 because I don't go to the line.
Just fire away.
And I want you to know I'm there to make an open jump shot. And don't ask me to do anything else, please. I'll set some picks.
Yeah. You are. You're a great screen
Set some picks.
You're a great pick and roll guy. Towns, he's checked in for lights out. Celtics leading by 14. Inside, here's when it's blocked. To the paint, here's Thorpe. The slam dunk by Thorpe.
Strong move to the 10, trying to get his guys going.
Hard not to get motivated, GA, right when your teammate makes that kind of play.
Yeah, Kevin, you're right. They needed that. And I love that you just didn't settle for the lay-in.
Whoa, that'll wake you up.
He is such a great athlete. Armstrong against Rose. Armstrong passes to Allen. He kicks it to Armstrong. Pass to Palmer. Shoots over Towns. Rebound Boston. 17 points was their biggest margin.
His offense has been non-existent tonight. It's really hurting him.
And 2 shots coming up at the line as he gets fouled on the shot. And Minnesota gets called for the foul. And he's got his first free throw of the game. Mavericks checked in for Armstrong. And Towns drops them both. Timberwolves trail by 16. Here's Babbitt. Passes it to Palmer. Back to Babbitt. Rebound by Rose. The Celtics have gone 2 of 4 shooting the ball here in the second. Poked away and stolen by Miller. Lays it in off the breakaway. Miller's got 5 now.
Every team looking to get easy ones in transition.
You know, Greg, that's about as a high percentage a look as you're going to get. Running the floor beautiful.
The pass to Rose. Again, the miss by the Celtics.
You can't look at the result of that shot. They'll take that whenever they get it.
Well, you're exactly right. I mean, that's the kind of shot you're trying to work for at the offensive end.
Oh, and there's the alley-oop. Stolen away. Nice job to interrupt the alley-oop attempt there. Rose in the post. Still looking for his first bucket in this one. And they're able to recover. Kane, no luck. Minnesota comes into this one following a loss to the Rockets in Houston. Out to Miller. Fires from deep. And Dawkins pulls it down. Dawkins has got rebound number 5 here tonight. To the inside. You've been producing documentaries going deeper into athlete stories, which I know you love, because I think you're curious more than anything else.
Yeah.
So what drew you to that process?
Initially, it was we dove into these stories. We thought that was the inefficiency instead of these big, broad type of documentaries. Concentrate on events and players and moments and things like that. And I think as you get into that and you start doing it, it just becomes intoxicating. And the cool thing about it is no story should be told the same way you would tell somebody else's story. You just don't know. You got to figure it out. Like we had Steve Nash his last Lakers season. He wanted to do a documentary about it. And then we spitballed it, and we decided it was actually a better idea to do an in-the-moment digital series about it that you could experience in real time with the thing. And it was the right idea, and that was really good. I think trying to figure out what story clicks the best with an athlete, how to tell whatever story they have correctly is the coolest part.
Here's Ortiz, and he goes in for the dunk.
He is a highlight reel unto himself, guys.
That could be a contender for the dunk of the year, I think. And he's got his first chance at the line here.
No wasted trips at all. They're taking care of business at the line.
Pass to Burke, beyond the arc. Good on the three-point shot. Burke's got 8 points.
And the lack of effort to fight over the screen there makes that an easy shot.
We see this all too often. You have to be willing to put in the work.
Pass to Rowe. Releases. Again, the Celtics good for two.
Such a consistent night for him from the field. Whenever they've needed it, he's been their safety valve.
To the middle. Here's Thorpe. A slam dunk by Thorpe.
Well, check out that assist. That's a pair of teammates that are clearly on the same page.
Ortiz passes to Kane. Here's Smooth, covered by Thorpe. Here's Rowe, and the foul on the monster. That'll be his second foul of the game. The Erasers checked in for the Timberwolves. And it's Walker with the ball, bringing it up for the Timberwolves. It's a 16-point game. Stolen. And pushing it up, here's Boston. And Towns gets it to go. Towns has got 4 points in the quarter.
You gotta love his hustle, leaving the defense no time to react.
And how about then not settling? I mean, instead of being lazy with the shot selection, they go right to the rim.
Pass to the Eraser. Here's Little General. 11 points in the game. Here's Kane. And that one's good. His second basket of 4, shooting 50%. Bill, it was in Boston where you received your master's degree in journalism. What attracted you to this profession? Why journalism?
I couldn't do anything else, and I didn't like manual labor.
Oh, really?
No, that really was it. I was good at writing.
Like anybody in your family or anybody you
No,
want?
I was always a good writer, and I liked writing and sports. So
Yeah.
just kind of like, I'll do those two things
Did it
together.
in high school, I'm assuming?
Yeah, started in high school. I had the big thing for me was in college. I had a column for the school newspaper, really from freshman year on. And around sophomore year, it felt like it started to get momentum. And that was the first time I thought, I wonder if I could get paid for this.
Right.
Which, as it turned out, no, until I was about 29.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Just 5 to shoot. Not going to go that time. And it's the Timberwolves taking it the other way. Here's the pass to Babbitt. The putback. Here's Little General. And now the first timeout called here for Boston. This break in the game gives us a chance to look at the teams with the most points off turnovers last season. 5th on the list, the Celtics.
And this team, in terms of scoring off of turnovers, that became the identity. I mean, they really look to disrupt and cause problems defensively. And boy, do they take advantage on the other end.
Towns, the pass to Dawkins. Over to the left wing. Just 4 to shoot. The Celtics need to get a shot off. Bucket is good. Dawkins has got 8 points.
Pretty much all of their buckets coming from inside the paint now.
Pass to Walker. The turnaround. That's tipped. Here's Little General. He's got 11. And Dawkins slams it in.
And can you always depend on him or what to lead you to the right place with that pass? Money.
Here's Babbitt. And 2 free throws coming up. Unable to get that one to go with all the contact. This is his first free throw of the game. And the first one drops. Both good from the line that time.
Yeah, in this quarter, they've had the right approach, driving and drawing, initiating contact, create opportunities, get to the line.
Oh, he delivers that
I
with
can't believe
force.
it. I cannot believe that.
And how about just floating to the rim on that slam?
Boy, when he gets up, I mean, he gets up. Here's Holloway. Pass to Babbitt. From the arc. Rebounded by the Celtics.
And with the success they've had rebounding the basketball, they're right where you'd expect them to be, firmly in the driver's seat.
Here's Smooth. 9 points in the game so far. Can't get it to go. He's made 4 and just missed his 4th. And Burke has it in the corner. And so it looks like the Timberwolves will retain possession here. And a look now at the Celtics' upcoming schedule. On Friday, they'll host the Washington Wizards. Then on Sunday, they'll begin a road trip starting in Chicago against the Bulls. Passes to Babbitt. Nice ball movement by Minnesota. Down low, picked off in midair. And the pass to Short. And he gets the whistle. 2 free throws coming up.
Oh, the officials are all over that one.
The Celtics have scored 6 points from their 8 attempts at the line so far. Big Daddy's checked in for Smooth. And a change for the Timberwolves. Armstrong's checked in. Pass to Holloway. And the call on the shot that sends him to the line. The Timberwolves have been solid at the line so far. 4 for 4.
And last season, as a team, they knocked down 79% of their free throws. So those are numbers you'll be happy with.
For the Celtics, they come into this one following a loss to the Bucks in Milwaukee. Win the pass to Santiago. There's the triple. Drains it from beyond the arc. Lights out's got 10 points in the game.
And with the lead, I like the strategy here. Continue to get the ball to guys who can do something with it.
Oh, I do too, Greg. You have to go to your best scorers. I mean, it's a smart strategy, and so far, it's paying off in this game.
Here's the eraser. Left side Walker. 5 to shoot. Pass to Holloway. Shoots a 3. That falls. Nice feed that time from Walker. He's got 5.
Well, Kevin, it's impossible for the D to impact that type of shots if it's going to be that matchup. He's giving away too many inches.
Ortiz passes to Santiago. A 3. And the Celtics hit again from deep.
And an eye for an eye. Both teams working to stretch the floor.
Well, these days, so much emphasis on the perimeter game, but you can see why after that sequence.
And a special thanks to our guest, Bill Simmons. Always a compelling discussion, and I hope we can continue.
Yeah, please, I'm available. Just call me. I'm ready.
I will.
All right,
Here's your number right here on my speed
you
dial.
have my number. Call me.
And GA, what a pleasure to talk with Bill about this game. He brings that super fan perspective.
From a young child watching games at the Garden, and you sense he's never lost that wonder and enthusiasm.
Pass to Short for 3. That shot is off target. That makes him 2 for 3. And so it's Burke who brings up the ball for the Timberwolves. Here's Shorty. He has 6. The pass to Win. To the wing right side. Here's Little General. He's covered by Armstrong. Can't hit the step back jump shot.
And the activity he shows around the rim is why he is such a respected defender.
Yeah, you can see why he's established that reputation. Strong understanding of how to defend at the rim.
Second chance shot. Jump shot is good that time. Armstrong's got 7 points in the game. And so a pretty lopsided game through the first half.
It's the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Out in front at the half is Boston. They are completely in control of the game. And that...
And after a very lopsided first half, we'll see if things play out a little more evenly here in the second. Fantastic game from Little General in this one.
You just love the patience in that first half. Waited until he got the look he wanted.
Yeah, working the ball, getting clean, quality looks. I mean, just efficient basketball through and through.
On the court for Minnesota, we've got Burke, the dude out there with the eraser. Then it's T, and it's Babbitt in at the point guard. The creation of the super teams, Chris, is enough being done to ensure a competitive balance in the NBA.
I think so. I think that every year you're going to have to evolve in trying to do enough and to see what happened the previous year. But yeah, and the fact remains, though, Kevin, is, I like working with you. You're my friend. I would go work with you. And in basketball, you want to go play with your friends.
Same
so
stuff, yeah.
How do you stop that?
Right.
I don't know. When guys get to hang out in the summer and say, wouldn't it be cool if we got to play together, our kids would play together, we could win one? That's going to be hard to deter. So I just think it's about how strong the will of the friends are, and more importantly, what is the league doing to kind of not necessarily give as much incentive to do that, but I think the league is doing a great job staying proactive, giving guys a lot of incentive, a lot of reason, a lot of dinero to stay at home with the team.
The Celtics have shot 70% from the free throw line tonight, 7 for 10.
And as a team, excellent. A season ago, about 80% when they got to the line.
And that'll be 2 free throws coming up. Officials on the call with the foul.
Wow, he got whacked on that, which shouldn't be much debate there.
The Timberwolves have gone a perfect 7 of 7 from the line tonight.
And some teams have fancy dinners, guest speakers, and field trips. I mean, the Celtics culture is more straightforward. It's all about the work.
Kane, the pass to Ortiz. Here's Dawkins. This ball movement by Boston. Towns trains the three-pointer. Towns has got 10.
And they've got to talk to each other on D there. Miscommunication, and now he's able to make them pay.
And that work ethic, the core of the Celtics value, are written on a big placard on their locker room wall.
Yeah, it emphasizes unselfishness, execution, toughness, and hustle. Those are the values of their team.
Ortiz passes to Rowe. Here's Kane from downtown. Minnesota with the rebound. The Eraser's got his 5th rebound right now in the game. Here's Holloway. The shot's good on the assist by Walker. And it's 7 points for T.
Rock solid start for them. I mean, they're 3 for 3 since coming out of the locker room.
Here's Rowe. It's tipped. And now the Timberwolves on the break. Burke with the ball. 2 free throws coming up, and they call the shooting foul.
Clearly a foul.
The Timberwolves have been exceptional shooting free throws tonight, going 9 for 9. He hits the second from the line. Boston leading by 17. Smooth passes to Dawkins, and it's blocked. And that's out of bounds. Boston will retain possession. Rose, he's checked in for Boston. Here's Dawkins, and Dawkins slams it in.
And one step ahead of the defense with that solid screen.
And then, Greg, the monster dunk to finish it off.
Well, come on, guys. Someone has to rotate over. Defensively, that's just poor communication.
Here's Holloway. And once again off the mark by Minnesota.
Well, that's their first miss after hitting 3 in a row to start the half. I mean, I guess it had to happen sometime.
And contact on the shot, so he'll be shooting free throws here. For Boston, they have been shooting right around 75% at the line, 9 of 12 so far. Some changes for Minnesota. Miller comes in for Burke, and the great subbed in for T. Timberwolves trail by 20. Miller, the pass to the Eraser. Fires the 3. Miller, no luck. The Celtics have gone 2 of 5 shooting here in the 3rd quarter. Rose kicks to Towns. No good from outside. For Minnesota, they've gone 3 of 5 to start the second half, developing a nice rhythm out there. And finished off by Walker.
And the pass there floated it up to the precise spot it needed to be.
And no messing around on the finish. He powers it through. Kane, the pass to Towns. To the middle. from 11 feet away. And it's Rose. This time the assist by Towns. And the Celtics lead by 20.
For the most part, he's been sitting back tonight, letting his teammates carry the load. Nothing wrong with that.
Now flying high and throwing it down with the one-hand.
One of his favorite moves right there, guys. Smooth passes to Kane. Outside Rose. This is to Towns. Pass to Rowe. Just 5 on the clock. Fires for 3. Oh, and he almost had a 4-point play right there. He'll go to the line with a chance for 3.
Yeah, good job trying to get a hand in the face, but you've got to be more careful.
Most teams now look to run early and often, Chris. And there are some keys to finding success, aren't there, in the transition game?
Yeah, and the first key is you run fast and you speed up the pace, but that doesn't mean you hurry and take a hurried shot. Pacing and speed is all about getting it past half court to see if the defense is set, and if they're not, to take advantage. But it's a two-step process. And for teams to just run all crazy or willy-nilly like my grandfather used to say, well, you're not going to do anything but play fast and bad.
Passes it to Palmer. And there's another one for the Timberwolves.
Good anticipation on the feed. He knows exactly where to go with that ball.
And there's the pass to Rowe. He's now made half of those 10 shots in the game. That's his 5th basket.
Well, and in terms of size, that's a mismatch he'll exploit every time, especially inside.
Here's the great. And it's blocked.
You know what the kind of competitor he is? I know he's upset with his performance and with the score.
And stolen by Miller. Here's Babbitt. There's the dish to Miller. To the wing on the left. The eraser passes to Babbitt. That one doesn't go. Now Boston takes it the other way.
And they've only got a slight edge on the boards, but it just feels a lot bigger.
Timberwolves trail by 21. And the Timberwolves call time. More star players changing teams. The word tampering comes up, Chris. Is the league striking the right balance on enforcement?
Oh, yes. And you know, Commissioner Silver, he knows all the tricks. He doesn't want it to be a police state, but he knows a wink from a wink.
Right,
You know what I mean? So you got to draw some lines. But again, how do you stop it? I mean, you know, if I'm playing on the Lakers and I say, wow, you know, I think Anthony Davis has the best eyebrows in the world. You know, you got to let me say that. And, you know, if that's recruiting, it's recruiting. So it's a fine line. And hopefully the players have some fun with it. And hopefully Commissioner Silver does his best to police it while everyone at the same time is working to protect it.
Tried to come right back with the 3 of his own, but it's no good. Allen kicks to Armstrong. Miller outside. It's Allen on the wing. Rebounded by E. Boston leading by 18. Here's Santiago, and he drops in the way up off the glass. Lights out's got 15 points.
When you allow good scorers to get uncontested shots at the rim, no wonder you're losing.
Yeah. Horrible effort. It appears they may be on the brink of giving up.
You know, if you're only looking at the way he's played offensively, you think his team would have the lead.
Miller grabs the miss. Timberwolves trail by 17. Pass to Armstrong. And another 3 for Minnesota.
He's found his rhythm from deep, and you can see the confidence.
To him, Greg, the basket looks as big as the ocean right now. I mean, that's how easy he's making it look.
Here's Smooth. Pass to Santiago. Lets it go. And that one goes long. Minnesota's gotten going here in the second half from outside, nailing 3 of 4 from the arc. Allen. And again, it's Minnesota converting.
And when he rises up, he knows he's probably going to get a clean look. It's a matter of executing.
Oh, yeah. It's got to be nice to have that combination of height and skill. You know you can get your shot off pretty much against anyone. That's not who they want guarding him. I mean, the size mismatch is just too big. All he has to do is just keep attacking the rim.
And the foul on the monster. That's his 4th foul of the contest.
4th foul of the game for him. He's starting to get into that danger zone.
T's checked in for Miller. Timberwolves passing it around. Now Armstrong. He's got 16. Down to 5 on the shot clock. The Timberwolves need to get a shot off here. Rebounded by the Celtics.
And maybe he thinks he has that type of range, but I'm not sure who'd agree with him.
Yeah, not everyone has Steph Curry's shooting ability. I'd be surprised. I'd be hurt if he tries another one like that again.
Passes it to Palmer. Here's Holloway. 7 points in the game. Now the pass to Thorpe. And here's Armstrong. Lets it fly. And the defense really pressing up on him. Made that a tough shot. Inside. Draws contact on the shot, and now a 3-point play chance as he'll head to the line.
This quarter expending tremendous energy at the offensive end, and he's not slowing down. He's still calling for it.
Minnesota making a switch here. Burks is checked in, and that one misses.
And not a single free throw attempt in that first half, but he has been far more active since the break and drawn some fouls.
Here's Armstrong. No good there. And it's Boston the other way. The biggest lead of the game was 24 points.
And that's the battle they haven't been winning today. Their work on the glass has been porous, and that's got to change.
Shooting foul as the whistle blows. He'll shoot 2 free throws.
No question he got bumped on that shot.
First one falls for him. Little General, he's checked in for Shorty. And so he makes both from the line. Timberwolves trail by 18. They need a good offensive possession.
Yeah, they've gone a long time without a bucket.
Fades. Armstrong gets the bucket. Armstrong's got 18 points.
That's how to create space for your jumper. Go to the fadeaway.
Ortiz passes to Santiago. Feeds it to E. It's stolen by Allen. To the paint. And slam dunk by Burke.
That's a double whammy, guys.
That's right. A great defensive play, then the emphatic stuff.
Oh, yeah, bang, bang. An impressive sequence that has them fired up.
From deep. Minnesota with the rebound. On the sideline, let's catch up with Hall of Famer David Aldridge.
Well, Kevin, tampering is a touchy subject, but it's a word we're hearing more often. Teams want to retain their star players. They know that there's always talk during a season. Now, teams can only express interest in a player when he hits free agency. Players can talk amongst each other freely all season. Star players like LeBron James are tied into their front offices. Some people wonder if there's much of a difference between what the player says and what his team is thinking. Kevin?
Good point, David. Thank you. Lets it go with a 3. Hits the 3-point bomb. 18 points for him. Timberwolves trail by 15. Armstrong passes to Allen. There's 48 seconds left in the third. They grab their own miss. Got a hand on it, and he recovers it. Another miss. Boy, they had their chance there, but couldn't get it to go. Here's lights out. He's covered by Armstrong. Pass to Rowe. To the inside. Here's Santiago, and foul on the shot, so he'll get a chance at the line.
Yeah, the defender all over.
He's made 3 of his 4 free throw attempts in the game. Walker's checked in for the Timberwolves. And that one goes in. 2 from the line that time. Timberwolves trail by 17. Armstrong with it. 18 points for him. Pass to Walker. Tipped away. And so it looks like the Timberwolves will retain possession here. Now Armstrong. And here at the end of the third quarter, it's a double-digit ball game. It's the Celtics leading. And it's time to bring up the State Farm assist of the game.
And definitely deserving of the prize tonight. How about the read he made here? Looking like a point guard, putting the pass right on the money.
Oh, beautiful feed. Always a luxury to have a big man who can see the whole floor.
And 1 quarter to go in a game that to this point has not been an evenly fought contest. We've got lights out. Downs is out there with Shorty. Then it's Shorty, and it's Ortiz in at the 2 guard. That's the Boston 5. 6 on the shot clock. High post try. That one, no good. Towns with the defensive effort. Celtics leading by 17. Here's lights out. And it's denied. Armstrong against Towns. Armstrong kicks to Burke. No good on the triple.
Can't quite find his three-point touch in the second half yet. He had 2 in the first half, but still none since the break.
Well, he's been doing it all night. Why not go back to it?
Exactly. Give it to the guy with the hot hand as long as you can. Let him try to close this out.
Inside, Walker. And he's fouled pretty hard on that shot, but he's got the chance to pick up the points at the line. Players have different ways of leading. Some guys, Chris, are loud and fire. Others let their play do all the talking. What was your approach?
Well, Kevin, it depended on what situation I was in. When I was in Sacramento, I could be the quiet, fiery guy that led through my actions because Vlade was more of a vocal guy, and we had a really good-spirited team, so I didn't need to do much besides what we did in practice. In my younger days, when you want to win, you want to get out there, and maybe everyone doesn't have the sense of urgency that you do. You're a little bit more vocal, but I've always believed that the best leaders, no matter how well they communicate or anything else, the best leaders lead by example. And if you're telling everyone what to do and you're not doing it, usually it falls on deaf ears. So go out there and do it by example first, and everybody will follow.
Good advice. Ortiz passes to Kane. Here's lights out. And he can't answer back. The three-pointer offline. Passes it to Burke. And slam dunk by Burke.
That's a major league throwdown.
Keeps a tight grip on that rim, too, after the finish. Just under 2.5 minutes gone here in the final quarter. Ortiz passes to Kane. Off target from three-point range.
He's done a lot of the little things to help put them in front. But his offense has not been there for him tonight.
The pass to Burke. Outside, Walker. Out of bounds, Boston takes possession.
That's just a needless giveaway. Got to make the defense work for their turnover.
The Celtics making a switch here. Hawkins checked in. Got a piece of it. Outside, Towns. The Celtics working the ball around now. Out to the wing. Here's Dawkins. Burke covering. Shot clock at 6. And it's Towns missing.
And even with good coverage defensively that time, he has confidence to drill the three.
Here's Little General. Pass to Shorty. Dishes to Towns. Passes it to Ortiz. From deep three-point range, Holloway grabs the board. T's got his 4th rebound in this one. Babbitt's shot is off. Celtics leading by 14. Can they get it? Good. He hits the jump shot.
The timing couldn't have been better on that assist.
For Minnesota, they've gone 2 for 5 on field goal attempts in the fourth quarter. Pass to Holloway. Now here's Burke. Sinks the three-pointer. Burke's got a couple of three-pointers now in the fourth for the Timberwolves.
Knocks down his second 3 of the half. I mean, he had 2 of them in the first half also. Doing some solid work from deep.
Down low. Blanketed by the D. He fights to the rim for the layup. 10 points for Shorty.
Nice pass. I mean, putting in work on the interior. Gotta love it.
The pass to Burke. Throws it up high, and that's out of bounds. Boston will retain possession.
Gets a finger on it, but just can't quite come up with the steal.
Appreciate the effort, though, making his presence felt defensively.
Smooth checked in for the Celtics. Pass to Ortiz. The kick out to Towns. His three-pointers off the mark.
He's got to be disappointed with his performance, but it'll be easier to swallow if they keep the lead.
Here's Holloway, and he's covered by Dawkins. Here's the eraser, and again it's Minnesota. Celtics leading by 13. Floats one, and it's good for 2. And that's now 17 points for Little General. Timberwolves have gone 4 of 7 from the field since the beginning of the fourth. Here's Babbitt. Passes it to Burke. Can he keep it going? They get it back. Walker. And that one clearly a foul. Gets the whistle, and 2 shots coming up. The first one falls. And so Walker nails both of them.
Oh, this is a big fella who has no problems at the foul line. I mean, a very smooth touch on his stroke.
And the pass to Ortiz. Five on the clock. Pass to Kane. Here's Little General on deep. And there's the shot clock violation. Couldn't get the shot off in time. Timberwolves trail by 13. Here's Babbitt. Trying to find Burke. Gets it to him.
Oh, just a picture-perfect alley-oop. You gotta love that one, Kevin.
A little surprised, Greg. He didn't go for the big slam, but it works just the same. Ortiz passes to Rowe. He dishes it to Towns. Pass to Rowe. The 3 drops in the tray. Smooth's got 26 points.
And they're going to have to pay closer attention to him beyond the arc. I mean, he's got 2 threes in this half, a total of 3 overall.
Burke dishes to Walker, and finished off by Walker.
Oh, it's all about the assist on that play. He puts it in the perfect spot.
Outside, Towns. Passes to Rowe. Launches it. Good, and the assist goes to Towns. Towns has got his 4th assist with that last one here tonight.
They're giving him a little too much space out there. That's his 3rd triple since halftime.
And finished off by Walker.
Yeah, he just punched the ticket on that one. That'll get the job done.
Powerful 2-hand jam. Celtics leading by 13. Time called here. The Celtics decide to talk it over.
And he could tell his guys starting to wear down a little bit. Call time to just let them get their legs back under them.
And now we get the chance to present our Jordan Player of the Game, Smooth.
And his performance has been a jaw-dropper. He must have been feeling great coming into the building tonight, because once he hit the court, it was all working for him. He was in a zone.
The lift he got from this home crowd has been obvious. There's nothing fans love more than getting a big game out of someone other than one of their stars. And we've got an update here, so let's check in with David Aldridge reporting from the sideline.
Hi, Kevin. Well, the head coach for the Celtics talked to his team during the break. His demeanor was not one of a coach whose team was well ahead. He said this is the time to turn up the heat, make one final push, and try to close out strong. We'll see if they were listening, guys.
Here's Holloway. Oh, and that one, no question, powered it down.
And one step ahead of the defense with that solid screen.
And then, Greg, the monster dunk to finish it off.
Well, come on, guys. Someone has to rotate over. Defensively, that's just poor communication.
Oh, taking it to the rack with power.
Hammering down the two-hand slam. To the paint, here's Walker, and finished off by Walker.
And no doubt they'd love to see him get a lot more of those opportunities.
And that deficit will go away quickly if he does, Greg. Here's the three. Walker with the rebound. Walker's got his 7th rebound here tonight. Here's the pass to Holloway. And pushing it up, here's Boston. And that one's good. Towns.
And certainly they are not hesitating, letting it fly from deep here in the second half.
Timberwolves trail by 14. Here's Babbitt. Pass to Burke. Here's Holloway. To the middle. And Walker throws it down.
Oh, he's been as dependable as he always is. He can't do it all by himself.
Right side Towns. It's blocked, and he gets it back. And out of bounds as the Timberwolves gain possession. Here's Babbitt. Down low, Walker. A good finish at the rack off the slick feed. Walker's got 25 points in the game.
It's been like this all night for both teams. The offenses having their way.
Yeah, but defensively, neither side has been able to adjust, and that's reflected in the score.
Towns wide open. Another miss by Towns.
And even without that 3-ball dropping for him, the defense should have done more on that last play.
Now here's Burke. He's tightly guarded. Here's Walker. Good on the shot, and that shaves the lead to single digits. 27 points for him.
And his stroke has been dead on from the outside. I mean, inside, outside, it just doesn't matter.
Here's Smooth. Pass to Dawkins. It's blocked. Pass to Holloway. Towns with the steal. And there's the pass to Ortiz. Pass to Kane. Outside, Towns. Buries the long-range jumper. Towns has got 6 in the quarter.
And we'll just watch the clock wind down, guys, in what will turn out to be a win here for the Celtics.
One area that stands out that we've seen tonight from them, their aggressiveness in getting steals, something I know that you really value yourself.
I think it sparked their offense. It deflates the opposition, and when you have the type of effort we saw tonight, it's pretty hard to overcome that defensive pressure down the stretch.
And it'll go down as their first official win of the new year.
And they've taken control of the season series. This brings them to 2-0 with 1 game left against this squad.
And a lot of players tonight helped contribute to this performance, but in particular, a real good game it was for Smooth.
I mean, he had a plan for how to attack the D. He executed and never let up. Relentless offensive basketball.
And credit the whole team. It was a focused, concerted effort to put this one away.
Yeah, I love how they play for one another out there. No signs of selfishness. They're just a total team effort.
so it's Boston easily grabbing this one. Even early on in this one, it seemed like they were happy to be playing at home tonight.
And it makes a big difference. And once they started to really play in rhythm, you never felt like they had any doubts